This is the Infinix Hot 40i. It is the successor to the Infinix Hot 30i. And for the price of about 100,000 naira, should you buy it? How different is it from the likes of the Infinix Smart 8 and even the Tecnopop 8? Well, let's find out. Starting off with the design, the Infinix Hot 40i looks exactly like all these other budget phones released this year. That if one isn't careful, one would think this device is this device, whereas it isn't. However, one way to differentiate the Infinix Hot 40i is the fact that it has a slightly raised camera bulb which contains 3 rings that contains 2 cameras and 1 LED flash. More on that later. At the size of the Infinix Hot 40i, we get the volume keys and a side-mounted fingerprint scanner that doubles as a power button. This has become a standard on budget devices, and to be honest, I am happy because there is no more rear fingerprint scanners, which is kind of a good thing. At the other side, there is the dual 4G nano SIM card and micro SD card tray. At the bottom, there is the 3.5mm headphone jack, USB Type-C port and mono speaker setup. To be honest, it would have been nice if we got a dual stereo speaker setup, but we didn't. Moving on to the display, the Infinix Hot 40i also follows the trend of a 6.6-inch IPS LCD display with a resolution of 720 by 1612 pixels and support for 90Hz refresh rate. It is an okay display for viewing content, and also the 90Hz refresh rate makes scrolling through apps feel smooth. In terms of software, the Infinix Hot 40i is still running on Android 13. Honestly, I would have loved to see Android 14, but Android 13 is still fine. Now, if it were to be a more expensive device, I would have complained even more. As for Android software updates, well, the chances of getting one is pretty much close to 0. So if you are expecting Android 14 on the Infinix Hot 40i, I would say you should keep your expectations in check. The Infinix Hot 40i is running on the Unisoc TC06 chipset, which has become a standard of devices in this price range. It is coupled with 4GB of RAM and 128GB of storage. Now, this processor is okay for normal day-to-day tasks. Personally, I wouldn't game on it, and I wouldn't really advise you to game on it either. Now, to the cameras, the Infinix Hot 40i boasts a 50MP main and a 32MP selfie camera. I personally don't buy it because the Unisoc TC06 processor in this device supports only a maximum of a 24MP camera. So how is Infinix making use of a 50MP camera and a 32MP camera? Well, only they can answer that question. Anyways, given enough light, the camera on the Infinix Hot 40i performs fair enough. It can shoot videos up to 1080p 30 frames per second from both the rear and selfie cameras. Powering the Infinix Hot 40i is a 5000 mAh battery capable of lasting you through the entire day and even more if you use your smartphone sparingly. It supports 18 watts fast charging, which means charging time will be under 3 hours from 0 to 100%. An alternative to the Infinix Hot 40i is the Redmi 13C, which is a little bit more expensive, but I made a video on it, link to the video in the iCard above. And also, let me know your thoughts of the Infinix Hot 40i in the comment section below. Thanks for watching and catch you guys in the next one. Peace.